I'm currently at the Millennium City, not so far from the Kaswa area proper. I'm coming here because I'm come to meet with this gentleman you can see on your screen, Mr. Parry. He's been driving or using the Okada for over 6 years. Now, he's in support of the Vice President alternative, which is providing cars for the Okada riders, for them to buy and own those cars and use that rather than doing the Okada business. I've come to meet him to see exactly how things have been for him here at the Millennium City. I'm now in his house. I go over here. Hello, Barry.
Hello, Mama.
But you say, how are you?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Thank you, madam.
So,
You're welcome.
Thank you. Is this your house?
This is my house.
Okay. When did you put this thing up?
Almost nine years.
Okay. So you started putting this up before you went into the Okada business?
Yes, madam.
So the rest of the parts, you are using the Okada to facilitate this one?
Yes, madam.
Okay. So how many people are you taking care of?
My wife and my children, we are now 8 people.
Okay. Can I come in?
Oh, you can come inside. You can come.
So I know you've done this Okada business for about 6.5 years, right?
6 years, 6 and 8.
6 years, 8 months.
Yes, madam.
And how did you get into this business? How many children do you have?
I have 5 children.
Okay, so you have 5 children, and then your wife, I've seen, and then this is your mom. Okay, yeah. Mommy, watch over ciao. So this is Mr. Opari's family. That's the wife bending over there. So that's the wife's mother. Do you feel that what the vice president is saying, the car thing is the way to go?
Him this morning, I was praying that this thing, if this thing come, I will be happy, more happy.
So you want the car?
Yes.
But the car is on high purchase.
High purchases.
You want to buy and pay over a while, a period?
Yes, sir. Yes, madam. If I get it, I'll do it.
Your motorbike, did you pay for it? Is it yours?
No, it's my own.
How much did you buy the motorbike?
I bought it with 31 million. No.
3,100.
3,000.
At the time, that was the 6 years.
4 years ago.
4 years ago.
I used Royal before I bought this one.
Okay.
Royal for 2 years. I bought this one.
So you want to do the high purchase, buy the car, pay small, and take it?
Yes, I want to do it.
You want the car because it's a car, or you want it because of safety, security, assets? Why do you want the car?
Because of my life. My life. I want to save my life. That is why I made the car. And to prevent accident and all these things. As for motor, if you fall down, you will go. Either you die or you get injured in your body and killed. The passenger you have been taking, the passenger you have been taking. But as for me, I like to drive a car better than Okada.
Mommy, how have you been managing? Do you work yourself? Mommy, what are you doing? Now before now we are then.
I'm a businesswoman.
Oh, business, but now say 1 year juma.
I 10 years when I'm in juma.
For 10 years, the bibia or that is so.
How many now so?
Now, mommy, a juma as say that the year no, Okada business no. The bia it is Okada driver or be a bono, and I'm more be a dangerous juma. Who fear or call so ye juma. How would deal with say bibi to me ba na
so kono maya na ye my mehye bebre because bi obeto anajo konko bi to da ko be na ya den yada nti to do me so be hwe bi opake moto no so man my friend kola nti the papa my almost see them say eh e dey ansem ni nkanka meti say ya wo bi sikan ya jobi moto ana mami ye mohehye titem bia ya mpa abone say nyame be ya ado no benya dwuma bia na wagya sa okada dwuma no.
We're going to look at speak to government on how they intend to deal with the alternative, which is giving cars on high purchase for Okada drivers while they weed out the Okada business in Ghana.
I think that the NPP promise of under the transport recapitalization program of a lease scheme where individuals who are interested in operating within the transport sector can be supported to lease vehicles that have been proven scientifically to be safer and more comfortable means of transporting persons and goods from one point to the other. I think that promise is much more meaningful than this knee-jerk stopgap election focused promise of we are going to legalize Okada. I don't think that it deals with the challenge of the youth of this country who are even now operating the Okada. Let us not set low standards. I have been told that people say go to Togo, there is Okada operations in Togo. Go to Eastern Africa, there is Okada operations in Eastern Africa. Why are people setting for us such low standards? Why are people not saying that if you go to America, if you go to London, you see that there are trains and that you have expanded routes and that we have a better traffic management option and so on and so forth. So we think that we in the NPP believe that our promise solves a problem at the very foundation level.
Let's hear what the views or the reason behind the planned legalization actually is from a man whose job it is to make laws for Ghana. Gavin Kwame Agboja is a member of the NDC. He represents the people of Adaklu. It is. Yes, you're welcome to Citi Newsroom. You have a rural constituency. You previously have been facilitating the operations of Okada riders in your constituency. Now you're planning to decriminalize the operation of Okada. From a legislative point of view, tell us what exactly the NDC is proposing.
We believe that because it's currently criminalized, people are attempting to do it under a cover. So a motor rider gets to a traffic light, seeing there's a policeman standing there or a camera, he's attempting to get away quickly before the policeman attempts get to him and other things. And indeed, it has caused some pain and injury and even death in some cases. We are not legalizing lawlessness. We are trying to legalize an activity, regulate it, and deal with the legitimate issue of safety.
Let's talk about regulating. The police officer is at a red light or a traffic light. A motorbike comes and speeds off. What's the master plan by the NDC to prevent that from happening further?
We have good case studies from other countries. When you go to Kenya, for instance, when you see somebody wearing a yellow helmet on a motorbike, it's more likely to be a commercial a taxi. How would this work differently? The question has been asked, and I've always said to everybody that once the issue has been brought out, the law made, there will not be any need for that person to try to run away, because we've spoken to some of them, and their idea is that they are running away from the law because they know what they are doing is illegal. In any case, it's not only motorbikes that go through red light. We see vehicles also go through red light. It's all breaching the law, and all must be punished. So we would have to empower MTTD and resource them better.
What do you make of the Vice President's pronouncement? Because it sounds very emphatic. They will not legalize, but they have better alternatives, quote and unquote.
It is quite surprising that even before the committee's work is reactivated, the Vice President stampeded the committee by declaring that government was not interested. So between last Friday and yesterday, a decision was taken. So the first question is the minister going to go ahead with the consultation? So what about, if not, what about the monies that has been spent so far, that because it was a cabinet decision to do the consultation? The Vice President's proposition that Okada is a very dangerous, he calls it Mahama's dangerous Okada business. I think that is very unfortunate. There are people engaged in Okada who are more law-abiding than me, probably.